G'day, I'm Robin, and cameraman and storyteller, and I'm in the controlling seat. This is Murray, stunned by the inactivity and trying to make a bit of action where there's none. The other members of the crew, the two blokes up the sharp end, are playing a mind game. They put the sails up just to help the illusion. All in a hot and copper sky, the bloody sun at noon, right up above the mast did stand, no bigger than the moon. Till noon we quietly sailed on, yet never a breeze did breathe. Slowly and smoothly went the ship, moved onward from beneath. In other words, we switched on the engine. Under the keel, 9 fathoms deep, from the land of mist and snow, the spirit slid, and it was he that made the ship to go. Yeah? Well, I don't think Ron's about to buy that one. He holds him with his glittering eye. The wedding guest stood still and listened like a 3-year child. The mariner hath his will. Down dropped the breeze, the sails dropped down, 'twas sad as sad could be, and we did speak only to break the silence of the sea. Do you think that's separation point? Pit head, according to the GPS. Torrent Bay there just ahead, and lots of little boats already settled in for the evening. What a spot. What do you reckon, Murray? Time to have a crack at those fish? We settled down for a cool one, and Rod showed us how much the moon was responsible for the tides. You'd have to say that fishing runs in Murray's blood. By the time this Gurnard had hooked himself for the second time, he was doomed. We were a bit uncertain whether it was the fish or the foot that had been stabbed.
I was going to say, oh, the fish went, oh, wow. All the woman was saying, oh, isn't that a pretty fish? Look what Murray's done. That's enough.
The moving moon went up the sky, and nowhere did abide. Softly she was going up, and a star or two beside. With the drinks over, fish in the freezer, the galley bursts into life. The soft glow of the ship's lamp filling the cabin with homely comfort. Tony dresses the wardroom table in preparation for the evening meal. Next morning the sun rises pretty much where the moon came up the night before, and the coffee pot soon on the table. Over breakfast, Ron drops a few subtle hints, something to do with more sail and less motoring. The skipper just smiles. The boats, gently swinging at anchor, make a real picture. But if we're going to catch that wind, we've got to go. Other boats are already out on the water as we motored south through the Astrolabe roadstead. Today, the crew is keener than ever to see some action under sail. And it's not long before Tony's wily mind sees a way of turning this to his advantage. Even I've heard that the old sailors whistled for the wind, or even stuck a knife in the mast. But scrubbing the deck? Just how keen to sail can you get?
Yeah, reading it. He's going to do the water.
Even the spinnaker pole gets lifted. Nice foot action there, Murray. And Tony, he just smiles.
Here's a shot of Murray throwing the back of over Mytton Garden Road.
I'm pleased they just remain as thoughts. Great job, chaps. And the wind's filling it a bit there too.
Yeah, actually. Don't risk anything. We're going to go
5.7 knots.
to the others.
The current solo. So it's two of you.
Now is that a happy man or what?
Polish one.
The gentle heel of the boat, the sound of rushing water. What more could you ask? Well, I could get my rod out.
He had to make his way to hang up with the other guys. We had 2 days sailed at right angles to the end or something.
I fear thee, ancient mariner, I fear thy skinny hand, and thou art long and lank and brown as is the root sea sand. And the coming wind did roar more loud, and the sails did sigh like sedge, and the sun shone down from a clear blue sky, the cloud building at its edge. Swiftly, swiftly flew the ship, yet she sailed softly too. Sweetly, sweetly blew the breeze, on us alone it blew. O dream of joy, is this indeed the lighthouse top I see? Is this the hill? Is this the kirk? Is this mine own country? We drifted o'er the harbour bar, and I with sobs did pray, O let me be awake, my God, or let me sleep alway. But soon I heard the dash of oars, I heard the pilot's cheer. My head was turned perforce away, and I saw a boat appear. Farewell, farewell, but this I tell to thee, thou happy crew, who took your trick, who scrubbed the decks, and made Drumpeel like new. And the skipper, he just kept smiling. Ciao.